third chapter, that is constitutional design. In this chapter, we are going to study what is constitution and how the constitution has been designed. As you know, when we got independent from the Britishers, there is a need of making a set of rules, and this, we have a book in which all the rights, human rights, everything has been written, which is our constitutional right, that we are going to study deeply over here, and how's the idea of constitution has been started, and that all we are going to study in this chapter. So
we, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution.
let's start the chapter. So student, today in this chapter, the constitutional design, we are going to study all these topics. First, the introduction. Second, Nelson Mandela, a very important person, first who has started the constitutional, who wants the freedom from the Britishers, that is in South Africa, a very important person. That whole story I am going to tell you in this video. Then democratic constitution in South Africa, how was the constitution in South Africa, what is a constitution, need for a constitution, like what is the meaning of the constitution, why we need a constitution, Indian constitution. Then after the South Africa we will come to India. Then part 2, Indian constitution, what was the way that we have made the Indian constitution, philosophy of Indian constitution, institutional design, and then in the last, recapitulation of the chapter. This is all going to be in this chapter. Okay, so now we are starting with the Nelson Mandela. Now student, here you can see the picture. He is Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela was an anti-apartheid activities in South Africa and a leader of the African National Congress. He is from the South Africa and he has taken lots of revolution. He has taken lots of part in the making of constitution in South Africa. He is one of the person who is responsible for make the South Africa free from the British rule. And then Nelson Mandela was South Africa's first black president, and he was the first black president of the South Africa who has got this ownership after getting free from the Britishers. Now, after the introduction of the Nelson Mandela, as I have told you, he was the first person from the South Africa who has taken part. Now we are starting. Democratic Constitution in South Africa. This is the famous given by the Nelson Mandela. I have fought against white domination and I have fought against black domination. I have cherished the idea of a democratic and free society in which all persons live together in harmony and with equal opportunity. It is an ideal which I hope to live for and to achieve. But if need be, it is an ideal for which I am prepared to die. This was the famous word given by the Nelson Mandela, who said that a country should be a democratic country. Every person should be free, and he is prepared to work for it, whether he may be live or whether he may be get die for achieving this, and he is prepared with all these things. Now, this was Nelson Mandela began trial for treason by the Vice South African government. He and 7 other leaders were sentenced to life imprisonment in 1964 for daring to oppose the apartheid regime in his country. Now, what is the meaning of apartheid? That against the government policy. Nelson Mandela and his 7 friends who were not happy with the government that was ruling by the Britishers, so they were against them. So due to which he got the life imprisonment in 1964. He spent the next 28 years in South Africa most dreaded prison, Robben Island, and then he has been sent to the Robben Island where he was living for 28 years. He was there with his 7 other persons. Now, as I have told you that Nelson Mandela, he got the lifetime imprisonment and he has been sent to the Robben Island. Now what happened? How's the struggle started? Apartheid was the name of the system of racial discrimination unique to South Africa. It was a racial discrimination that the blacks and the white. The blacks, they were dominating the white people. The white emperor imposed this system on South Africa during the 17th and 18th century. This we are talking about the 17th and 18th century where the white, they were dominating the black people. The trade companies from Europe occupied it with arms and force in the way they occupied India. The same way as they have occupied the India, they have occupied the South Africa also. But unlike India, a large number of white had settled in South Africa and become the local ruler. In India, the whites, they are not in so large numbers. But in South Africa, they have been in large and they have settled over there as a local ruler and they started ruling the country. Apartheid divides the people and label them on the basis of their skin color. Now what the apartheid, what they have done is like the white people, they have divided the people according to their skin color. The native people of the South Africa are black in color. They made up about 3/4 of the population and were called black. Like if we talk about the South Africa population, 3/4 of the population, they were black. They were black. Beside these two groups, they were people of mixed races who were called colored and people who migrated from India. And beside the black people, there are other people, those who are having a different colors, and few they have been migrated from India also. So they used to call as a colored people. White for the Britishers, black for the South Africans, and the mixture of the other country, that is colored people they were called. The white rule treat all non-whites as inferior. The non-whites did not have voting rights. And the white people, they used to treat the black people very badly. They find more superior to themselves from the black. And even the black people, they don't have a voting right. They are not allowed to do any voting. The apartheid system was particularly oppressed for the black. This is the system which is basically mostly for the black people. They were prohibited from living in white area. They could work in white area only if they had a permit. Like these black people, they were not allowed to live in the area of the white people. Even they were not allowed to go to the white people's area unless until if they have a permit, then only they can go there. But when they are going for their domestic works only. They were serving the job for white people. Only that is the reason they got the permission. Now, as I have told you, the black people, they were not being allowed. Even when like cinema hall, buses, trains, everywhere, even the toilets, these people, public toilets, they were all separated from the white they have been separated. These was called segregation. This is called segregation when the society has been divided into two parts, that is black and white, where the white people not allows the black to enter over there. They could not even visit the church where the white worship. Black could not form association or protest against the terrible treatment. The white didn't allow them to go to the churches where they were worshipping, and even the black, they don't have a right to raise his voice against all this treatment. Since 1950, the black, colored and Indian fought against the apartheid system. Now the Indians and the South African, the blacks, they have started raising their voice in 1950. They have started this. They launched protest march and strike. The African National Congress was the umbrella organized that led the struggle against the policy of segregation. Now, the African National Congress was used to be said as the umbrella, who has started this organization and started raising his voice against this segregation. This includes many workers' union and the Communist Party, and where many of the other communist people and the workers, they have joined them. Many sensitive points also joined the ANC to oppose apartheid and play a leading role in this struggle. When this African National Congress, they have launched themselves, even the white people, there are few white people who have a sympathy with the black people, they also have joined them, and they have also played a very important role in making them free. Several countries denounced apartheid as injustice and racist. Even many of the countries, they also have supported them. But the white racist government continued to rule by detaining, torturing and killing thousands. But after this also, the white, they have not stopped. They were continuing with their torturing of the black. They used to kill thousands. There are so many have been killed by the Britishers. Towards a new constitution. As protests and struggles against apartheid has increased, as I have told you, African National Congress, they have already started in 1950. Even the white sentimental people, they also have joined. Now the struggle has been started. The government realized they could no longer keep the black under their rule through repression. Now the white people, they have realized it was not being in their hand to hold the black people. So now what happened? The white regime changed in policy. So the white people, they have thought of changing their policies. Discriminatory law were repealed, ban on political parties and restriction on the media were lifted. So all this like bans on the media, everything has been uplifted, had been removed. After 28 years of imprisonment, Nelson Mandela walked out of the jail as a free man. And after being there in 28 years in the imprisonment, now Nelson Mandela, he got free because of this. When the Britishers, they have changed their policy. At the midnight of 26 April 1994, a very important date, and it can become for your 1-mark question. When Nelson Mandela got free, so he got free at the midnight of 26 April 1994. Okay. Now, as I have told you, the Nelson Mandela, he got free from the jail after 28 years. The new flag of the Republic of South Africa was unfurled, marked the newly born democracy in the world. A new flag of the South Africa have come, and which shows that South Africa has got free from the have gone with the new democracy that have been arise in the South Africa in the world now. The apartheid government came to an end. Here's the apartheid government has came to an end. Paving way for the formation of the multiracial government. Now the multiracial government has started forming. How did this come about? Let us hear Mandela, the first president of the new South Africa, on this external transition. Then who became the president of the South Africa? The Nelson Mandela, the first black people, he became the president of the South Africa. He has said few very important words. Let us read it. Historical enemies succeed in negotiation, a peaceful transition from apartheid to democracy. Like he was talking about the Americans, that the enemy now has been negotiated with the blacks apartheid system again, because we were prepared to accept the inherent capacity for goodness in the other. My wish is that South Africa never give up on the belief in goodness. And he was saying he wants to be that the people should be always on his goodness. The people never lost his goodness. That is the only reason why the South Africa has got free from the Britishers. That's they cherish that faith in human being is a cornerstone of our democracy, and human is a cornerstone. Like when we have made the democracy, the corners of the democracy is the human being. After the emergency of the new democratic South Africa, black leader appealed to follow black to forgive the white for the atrocity they have committed violent power. Now what happened? As the white people, they have done lots of bad things with the black people. They have dominated them, like they have misused them. So now, but the black people, after getting this constitutional democratic country, the black people, they appeal to the black people that don't do the same thing with the white people. Whatever they have done with us, let it be, let them be free from that, and don't do anything against the white people. They set us that build a new South Africa based on equality of all racial and men and women, on democratic values, social justice and human rights. And they said, let us make a new South Africa where all the racial can live together, all men and women, they will have a equal right. The party that ruled through oppression and the brutal killing, and the party that led to the freedom struggle, set together to draw up a common constitution. Now in the South Africa, there were the two parties, both have been came together to make a common constitution of the South Africa. After 2-year discussion and debate, they came out with one of the finest constitution. Like when in the South Africa, the constitution has to be designed. There were the two set of group of people. They have been set together to form a constitution. So it have been took 2 years to make a constitution. Finally, the finest constitution has come the world has ever had. This constitution gives to its citizens the most extensive right available in any country. Due to this constitution, this was the first time where any country has given many rights to its people of the country. Together, they decided that in search for a solution to a problem, nobody should be excluded, no one should be treated as a demo. Here, they have given importance to everyone. Whenever there will be a problem, a discussion will be there, and everyone will be the part of that. No one going to be excluded from that. They agreed that everybody should become a part of the solution, whatever they might have done or represent in the past. The preamble to the South African Constitution. Now, the preamble of the Constitution we will see in the next page, but this is the way that the black people, they have been come out, they have made, as the black people, they have forgiven the white people, and even they have made them to be the part of the government, and then a new constitution has been set where the mostly power has been given to its country people. The South Africa Constitution inspired democratic all over the world. The state denounced by the entire world till recently as the most undemocratic one is seen as the model of democracy. What made this change possible was the discrimination of the people of South Africa to work together to transfer better experience into the binding law of a rainbow nation. Speaking on the South Africa Constitution, Nelson Mandela said. Now, the South Africa Constitution inspired the most of the country, a state denounced by entire world, and every world is being indicted by it as the most undemocratic one is now seen as a model of democratic. Even the country which was undemocratic, they have been now seen as the democratic country. A very famous word has been said by the Nelson Mandela on its constitution. The Constitution of South Africa speaks of both the past and the future. One of the hand is the solemn pact in which we as South Africans declare to one another that we shall never permit a repetition of our races. Like here he has said that on the one hand the constitution which we have made is the mixture of both the past and the future. In the past, whatever has been done to us, we are not going to repeat it. That is racial discrimination not going to be there. It is also a charter for a transformation of our country into the one which is truly shared by all people. And we want to make the country to be transformation where everyone can see it. A country which is the full sense belonging to all of us, black and white, women and men. A country where everyone going to be together, whether he is black or white, whether a man or woman. With this now, today we are stopping the topic over here. As I have told you, this is in the introduction I have told you that we are going to study the what is Nelson Mandela, then South Africa Constitution, then how it comes to India. So today we have finished with the Nelson Mandela story and the Constitution in South Africa. In the next video we are going to continue about the Constitution designing in India. Thank you and have a nice day.